This shoe over here is the Nike Tailwind, created in 1978. It's our first full-length air sole. So you can't see it, but it's buried in there. There's a bubble wrap, basically, package of air that's created on the inside here. People thought we were crazy. Why would you want to do that? Got nice, good foam today. It works well. It gave us a better ride, and it was a much more durable ride. And since that time, we've really revolutionized the industry with what we've been able to do with Nike Air. I think the same thing is going to happen with this next stuff that we've got called Lunar Foam. So I think in fall 2008, we're introducing the first version of Lunar Foam, but I could see it going a long way. Where does this name Lunar Foam come from? Actually comes from NASA. NASA invented this foam for the space shuttle. They invented the foam for the seats that go on the space shuttle. Now for them, they have the same kind of a weight obsession that we have at Nike. They've got to get outside of the Earth's gravity. The more weight they have, the more fuel they burn to get out of the Earth's gravity. So they want to be as light as possible. So we took that NASA foam and we adapted it. It took us about 3 years to adapt that foam for footwear use. The formulation itself is pretty amazing. It's ethylene vinyl acetate mixed with nitrile rubber. Okay, what does that mean? The EVA portion, it allows us to get a very open cell, so it's very, very lightweight. It's 30% lighter than our standard Phyllite foam. The rubber, the nitrile content, makes it really bouncy and really durable. So it gives us the opportunity to get a lot of spring back. So in a lightweight, resilient, uncompromised cushioning system. So the foam itself is pretty cool. You can see it here in its green form. It's very difficult for us to control. We've actually got 3 patents on how to engineer this. It's engineered completely different from the rest of our foams. But the way we set up the geometry around it is what I think makes it even that much more special. So we take this cartridge and we embed it in this carrier. We glue it to the sides, and that puts it under tension, which creates even more of a trampoline effect. On the sides, you can see almost a corrugation that looks like an accordion that can collapse and then rebound with your body. We also, you notice, maybe slightly larger waffle soles of that original Bill Bowerman waffle racer. They're a little bit bigger, and they have a channel carved all the way around that perimeter that allows it to act as a piston to pop up into that lunar foam and engages it more. So it's a nice, soft, plush ride. And you can see here some studies from the Nike Sports Research Lab. The difference between an average shoe. Red is peak pressures. That's bad. Red is bad. That's how much pressure is going into your heel and the ball of your foot. As you start to look towards lunar foam, the pressure is distributed much more evenly, and there's less peak pressure. There's less red. So it's a smoother, softer ride. Some of the anecdotes that we have from athletes is they come back from their run and they say, my body feels a little less wear and tear. It feels like all my joints have less impact on them. Another one of my absolute favorite quotes of all time was that an athlete came back and they said, it kind of feels like I'm running on grass all the time. But I guess the grass is kind of downhill, and I've got a little bit of a tailwind behind me as well. So it's like it's the same feeling of running, but it's just a little bit more enhanced for you. We're feeling very proud about this foam, and we feel like it's going to penetrate into a lot of different fields and start to, maybe for the next 5 to 10 years, really change what we've been able to do. So the first version, completely encapsulated. Here's the Nike Lunar Apollo trainer. This is done for running. It's a running distance shoe. Everything about this shoe has been maximized for comfort. So you start with that Lunar Foam air sole. The upper is very light, breathable, almost seamless construction in the upper. EVA strobles. Everything around it is built to go for a long, hard run. Another view of the shoe for you here. Again, you can see that kind of accordion and that piston action that's happening. Very simple, lightweight, 8.8 ounce shoe for us without any compromise. An average training shoe is 12 ounces or heavier. This is 8.8 ounces. Gives you the same cushioning, probably more cushioning and more protection in a lighter weight package. Okay, so I'm going to bring Jay Mester up on stage in just 1 minute. Before I leave, I want to drive home a point. So We've taken you through 4 of these innovations today, but we've done 68 shoes for 28 sport federations. And here's just a snapshot. This is 17 of the shoes. This is not even all of the sports that we do, from archery all the way to wushu and wrestling. You can start to see some of the size proportion differences, too, between a big equestrian boot and this tiny little gymnastics shoe that's over here. Super slight and minimal. We've got a little opportunity tomorrow to talk in detail about some of these stories. I look forward to some of those questions. And now to bring up one of the most innovative thinkers, I think, in the industry, Mr. Jay Mester.